What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Return to Grace. Picking up literally right where we left off, same spot and everything. We're just gonna jump into it. If for some reason you didn't watch the previous episodes,
must be interference from the storm.
episode 1 will be linked in the top right corner.
Alan?
Where are you?
I was right, Alan. I found Grace.
You need to return immediately, Addie. Your oxygen must be dangerously low.
I'm good, Alan.
You need to listen to me.
If I'd listened to you, we wouldn't have made it past Mars.
Wait, did you say Grace is still active?
Not exactly, but I'm working with her oldest service to try to bring her back online.
Well, one of these servers is actively blocking me.
I can guess which one.
You need to get back.
Alan? Alan?
You're not considering climbing across that structure, are you?
Do I have a choice?
There is also a path that descends into the canyon. It looks well worn and preserved over time, which means it's likely sheltered and safe. And boring.
The funicular structure looks faster. And more fun.
Don't tease, Addie. The walk will give you time to think. And perhaps a chance for us to talk.
I'm gonna ow! I just headbutted my thing. I'm gonna try the path.
I'm not doing the high wire act in this storm.
Oh, man.
How do you know where this is headed?
I don't. But it must eventually make its way to the other side of the canyon. Where else would it be leading?
Yeah, it didn't seem like too good of an idea to do the whole bounce. No, I just wanted. Said we could talk.
Here. So, what did you want to talk about?
Why is it so important that you activate Grace?
It's widely believed that recovering Grace would recover thousands of years of knowledge lost to the Dark Age.
That is a pretty good reason.
This looks like an old colonial language.
That's strange. I don't recognize the dialect.
Ruh-roh.
Translates roughly to Grace is love.
Uh-oh. Grace is life. Grace is love.
Great personal risk in search of knowledge?
Why not?
Without enough fuel or oxygen to go home.
I'm a committed academic.
What do you really want from Grace?
I'm not sure. You know, we don't let AI make any important decisions anymore. But most of the decisions that humans make are pretty awful.
You don't think AIs are capable of making bad decisions?
I just hoped Grace might be better. I don't have plans to return because I don't have anything to return to. And I can thank human decisions for that. This is
Interesting.
Martian.
What does it say?
It says, let her rest.
As in leave her alone? People wanted her to go away.
Or didn't want her disturbed.
See, okay, this is very cool. I love that green color. Oh, cool rocks.
Were these to honor Grace, I wonder?
Or to leave one's mark for other travelers to see?
Vanity, at its most basic. Don't we all desire to leave something behind?
100%.
A formation like that could remain standing for so long. And you weren't familiar with the language on the stone carvings. These must have been left long after Grace shut down. People kept coming. Zealots, maybe.
Or curious explorers like yourself?
Hey, do you think I've been activated before? And hung out with other explorers? And did cool stuff with them? But now I don't remember?
That's a pretty deep thought, pal.
Yeah.
That would
So
be
you were
interesting.
saying that something happened to your family that you think an AI could have prevented?
It was a shuttle crash with a human pilot. There was, an instrument malfunction during launch, and she panicked.
I'm sorry, dear.
It's okay.
Were you ever able to forgive this pilot?
Not quite yet.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting.
How much
Oh,
farther?
cool.
It's another 50 meters to the base of the lighthouse.
Hell
Isn't
yeah.
so bad then?
You still have to find a way into the lighthouse. So there's still time to regret not taking the free ride to the top.
And what would have been the fun in that?
Logic is still kind of one of my favorite though. I think Logic's top 2. Maybe 3, I don't know. But she's in the top half.
An emergency escape ladder. You could work out the override to bring it down, or see if there's another way up.
So I can bring down the ladder by doing something here.
Of course. You've proven to be clever enough.
The path keeps going. We can see if there's another way in.
So what's it going to be, Addie? Something that challenges your mind? Or something that challenges my respect for you?
The numeric override that lowers the ladder is 50 and can be represented in binary. I can give you the sequence.
I happen to know a bit about ancient computer languages. Turning each switch adds a different fixed value, starting with 1 on the far right and increasing by exponents of 2 as we move from right to left. So I just start mucking around until I get the number 50.
But you needn't muck around. I could just tell you the sequence.
Yeah, well, maybe I want to muck around.
Very well. But I'm here if you require my assistance.
So exponents of 2. So that'd be 1. Oh, okay. So that's 2. That's 2 times 2.
You remembered the number you were trying to reach is 50.
Okay, so
I'm
that's
here if you need me, Addie.
64. Here, wait. What I'll do is I'll find the values of each one. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 4. This is 8.
She's
16.
quite determined, isn't she?
32. 64. Okay, so 32, 16, 8, that'd be 40. 4, no. What I need to do is eight, 2, 16, 30. No. Oh wait, no, I had it earlier. Okay, so 32. There we go.
You're so smart, Addie.
Compared to what?
Why wouldn't you let me help you with the override?
It's only natural to want to do things yourself.
It
Facts.
seems inefficient to make calculations that have already been completed and freely offered.
It's satisfying to do the work sometimes.
100%. All
The door
right.
to the station airlock is unlocked and can be manually opened.
That's convenient. For once.
Whole thing just breaks off.
Who needs control?
You took a foolish risk, Addie, but you have arrived at the lighthouse nonetheless.
Damn right.
Yes. Well done.
And you may still be redeemed with the activation of the beacon.
Always with the beacon.
Yes, always with the beacon.
Beacon.
Will I need my helmet?
It's never a bad idea. Unless you want to preserve your suit oxygen in case of emergency.
The rooms ahead are safely pressurized, Addie. You're good to go.
Nice.
Do we know if your processors are here?
The room directly ahead was the Keeper's living quarters. Grace processors are somewhere above.
This is swanky. Like, this looks super dope.
This door certainly looks important. How do we get in?
That's curious. I have no access to this door, nor do I see any way of opening it.
Relief.
Feels solid.
There aren't any hidden switches, if that's what you're thinking.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
The triangle here must be the spire, which would represent Grace. And this would be the pilgrims coming to Grace. This is the same symbol that's on the Keeper's door. So I assume it represents the Keeper. This ring here seems to connect the Keeper to Grace.
Curious that the Keeper is situated above Grace. Would you agree, Control?
Coincidence.
The human in the loop, I guess?
That is weird.
Nothing here either.
Well, you're nothing if not predictable.
Just making sure.
This one's different, though.
Faithful, vigilant, willing. That sounds so familiar.
The ancient tenets of the human in the loop.
Grace's architects must have been more fearful of losing control over AIs than we are today because they gave them so much responsibility. I mean, it makes sense. Grace was the greatest AI undertaking in human history. Looks like someone's being selected from a group.
A human sacrifice.
I'm guessing it's the Keeper.
The depiction seems to imply they were chosen from the masses on pilgrimage here.
That's very interesting.
So, if this is the symbol of the Keeper, I figure only the Keeper was allowed to enter here.
Maybe the Keeper had a key for the door.
As we've been saying, there is no mechanism for a key or any other interface.
Maybe the Keeper was the key. Maybe the door would open for him.
Are you not already the Keeper? You are the only human in the loop here. Ah, but does Addie qualify based on the 3 tenets?
I would say Addie has proven to be virtuous and faithful.
But I'm not willing?
Are you willing to become the new keeper?
Hell
It
yeah.
means I'm able to activate Grace. But how would I prove I'm willing?
Maybe you can just tell the door you're the new Keeper.
That's idiotic.
I'm the Keeper?
Ha! Say it like you mean it.
I'm the Keeper.
Congratulations on your new job, Addie.
Yeah, congrats.
My
What?
God. This is really it. This must be where all the wishes end up.
That's so pretty.
Each tube must connect with a room in the settlement. What's this?
A playback device for the wish canisters. It appears wishes from each room could be sorted and consolidated onto master canisters.
Let's see.
Just static.
The recording is too deteriorated for standard playback. You'll need to rebuild the recording with your altered comm device.
Got it.
Well, it's been over 30 years since I made a wish of my own. It's the same one as always. I wish it'd come back to us. I'd also like to wish for your forgiveness, Grace. I know the place above is your domain, and we ought not enter. But I've decided going up there is the only way to get you back, and I have to give it a shot. I won't be sending this wish up with all the others. I'm going to leave it here for anyone else who might come along. And if they do manage to bring you back, they can tell you Everett says hello, and that he truly believed you were a beautiful thing.
Whoa.
So, Everett had a way into the processor room.
That would have been strictly forbidden.
The room is directly above. I don't detect an obvious way in.
Maybe he wished himself up there?
If that works, I will gladly shut myself down.
Do it, Addie. Make a wish.
As last resort, pal. It did sound like these wish canisters could be sent up to Grace somehow.
And there are still more buttons and things to push on the console.
Where are you going, Addie?
Just looking around. Decent-sized bed. You think keepers ever had partners?
Are you considering your prospects? I'd suggest they are not good.
What?
Is this anything special?
It is a light, and there is nothing behind it. Are you looking for secret passageways?
Maybe.
I would think the mechanism for transporting wishes to Grace would be housed somewhere on Everett's workstation.
Yeah.
That does make sense.
Is this a lavatory?
It is indeed. And I think we can assume Everett was not using it to send wishes to Grace.
Listen here, logic. Stop being so grouchy.
Is this a theremin?
It is a 35th century reproduction of a 29th century Kellogg theremin.
I used to play one as a kid. I hated those lessons. Huh. It still works. Let's see what I can remember.
You are seriously going to indulge in a theremin session?
If it was good enough for Everett, it's good enough for me. Just settling into the new job.
Alright, so we were playing the theremin. Sorry, I had to leave for a work thing again.
How long is this going to take?
She plays quite beautifully, you know.
Perfect. Ow, I hit my headset again. Alright, let's figure this out. See, I'm trying to, why can't I examine this? Oh, hey.
Ah. One of the blocks is missing. Looks like it was ripped out. I don't suppose Everett crawled in here.
The cavity would be big enough to contain an average human.
There's really no telling what would happen if you rolled that up.
But it has to be the way he got up there. Makes sense.
The space above is the domain of Grace. It is not for you to enter.
What else is there for me to do here?
You can carry out your duty as Keeper of the Spire. On the console, there is a button that will activate a beacon to call the masses back to this place. I have armed the mechanism. You need only push the button. Human hands will usher in a new golden age.
See, I don't know, Control.
Well, I fit.
Now what? You're going to mail yourself?
Maybe.
There's no way to raise this container from inside.
This is not allowed, Addie.
I need to know.
Keep your hands inside at all times, Addie.
Thanks, Mom.
There must be millions of wishes stored here. What can you tell me about this place?
Precisely 1 million wishes are contained here.
Oh, and they light up when I speak with my voice.
Can you get me closer to the central column?
I do not have the ability to move the structure.
Sorry about this, Mom. I don't think I have many options here. I feel like these are meant to be moving.
That does appear to be the design.
All these wish canisters are connected to us somehow. I think they are us.
That would make sense.
The wishes are grouped together to provide the subroutines that make up empathy, logic, and control systems.
It would make sense, wouldn't it, that grace would be made from the hopes and dreams of humanity?
I do not detect any sign of Everett here.
No dead body?
There are no human remains within the confines of this room.
Aw, man.
Sorry, pal. And if there's no body here, where the heck would he have gone? Everett was living here.
The oxygen tanks at his bedside would suggest so.
Restoring grace must have meant a great deal to him.
So what's all this?
It appears Everett has built something into Grace's central processor.
Do you know what it does?
Before we begin to understand how it works.
This must be the primer.
It is.
All right. Womp, 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 womp.
What's it doing?
Obviously, Everett is circumventing the engineering of Grace's system interconnectivity. High voltage is being directed at the centers of Grace's primary systems. This first terminal is directed at empathy processing, and the machine is designed to paralyze each system long enough to force it back into Grace's intended configuration.
There are still 2 other coils to prime.
So, it's like knocking us out, then throwing us in a pot where we're melted back together into Grace?
Huh. That is a shockingly fitting analogy.
This is gonna be interesting.
What happened?
One of the empathy relays is not aligned. Something must have happened to it over the years.
Okay.
Look for the misaligned energy beam.
Do you think it will hurt to be turned into Grace?
Not at all, pal. You'll return to what you were before Addie arrived. After that, we'll become Grace.
What if I don't like being Grace?
It will be different, but who's to say you won't like it?
What am I supposed to do here? Can you cut the power?
The machine's sequence has been initiated. I don't believe we can shut it down without damaging it.
The voltage will be enough to kill you.
Oh! I might be able to block the power for a few seconds to allow you to get across the beam.
What do you think, Mom?
I know how far you've come and what this means to you, and I really don't see any other way.
I'll give you enough time to get there, Addie.
You're not gonna talk me out of this, Mom?
I think you already know what you're going to do. I think I need to stay out of your way.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
Let's rock,
Do
pal.
Here I go. How you doing, pal?
So far, so good. Oh! Keep moving, Addie. This is getting hard.
You have to hold on, pal.
You did it, pal. I'm super proud of you.
I did, didn't I?
Yes. Well done.
Nice job, pal. Lands face first into a laser.
Is it safe to touch?
Very likely.
Likely we'll have to do, I guess.
You should be able to direct it toward the conducting rod attached to the room's central column.
That's it.
You should now be able to lock in empathy by closing the switch on Everett's machine.
You were a great friend, Addie. I've never had so much fun before you arrived.
Thanks, pal.
Come to think of it, I don't remember anything before you arrived. Maybe next time, we'll get to do more of the really fun stuff.
You mean dangerous stuff? Perhaps there is something you can learn from Addie's caution.
I guess. But then, you'll always wonder what you might have missed out on.
That's
There's nothing wrong with valuing a long, comfortable
Is that
life.
Do we really have to become Grace?
It's the way we were designed, pal. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Is that Odysseus? What is it? Odysseus? Is that Kratos' son and God of War? But voices
So
pal.
this will lock in and paralyze empathy?
It will. Leaving control, logic, and myself to aid you going forward.
It's unclear what we will be once Grace is formed, but I'm forever grateful that you have survived to see her.
Me too.
Say hi to Grace for me.
I will, pal.
Oh, bye,
We are
Mom.
the best, Addie.
Bye, pal.
I think I love you.
Well, that's finally over. We'll be able to hear ourselves think now.
You will need to prime the next sequence, Addie.
Oh, there's multiple machines.
You'll need to find the logic primer.
You should not expect any emotional send-off from me.
Still not a fan of empathy?
A fan? No. But I have to admit, you made a compelling case for their use.
Thanks,
The fact
lads.
that you continually resisted the most direct route to your goal would appear to defy logic. But the distractions presented by these emotional configurations yielded some new understandings.
Are you okay with becoming Grace?
It is how we were designed. I would have to be okay with it.
That is logical.
What this time?
One of the logic relays will not power on. You will need to make your way out to the relay.
Which one is it?
The one producing a small electrical fire. Everett was quite the electrician. One thing I do not understand, Addie, is why come all this way without any intention of returning home or surviving on this station for more than 8 hours?
I told this to Mom. There was nothing for me to return to.
Ah, but that does little to explain why you came here.
This is true. This is so cool. Alright.
What's wrong with it?
The relay's dip switch has reset. It will need to be configured to its hardware ID 113.
133. Okay. 113.
This again. This looks complex.
I understand you will not be wanting my help, so it will not be offered.
Huh. I'll also let you lay in the bed that you've made.
113. Okay. So this will be 96.
You remember the number you are trying to reach is 113.
That's it?
Haha.
You can go lock in logic now.
So why do you think I'm here?
If you will allow me to simulate empathy for a moment. I think you are here because you wanted to be part of something bigger than your life on Earth offered you.
And do you think I found that?
So far, you've only succeeded in finding things you left behind. Your mum, your pal, your conscience. I now understand that only Grace has the potential to provide you with anything beyond that.
Well, thanks for helping me get this far.
Well, it is, indeed, what we are here for.
Well, this is it.
Just one more step. I hope my assistance has been adequate.
It has. Thank you, Jack.
Farewell, Addie. And for the record, I do hope your 600 million mile, 300-day journey won't be for naught.
Perhaps it's already been worth it.
That is true. See ya, logic. Now we're
Just
left.
you and me, Control. Still sulking, I see.
I bear witness to the completion of your betrayal.
Ah, he speaks.
I offered you an easy path to the restoration of order in the solar system, and you chose this path instead.
I chose my own path.
You must stop this foolishness, Addie.
I'm good. Control, I'm good.
You must not do this, Addie. Sorry, Addie. I cannot let you do this.
What are you doing?
It's become clear that the restoration of grace in this manner is entirely unnatural. You must not proceed.
Come on. Use 2 hands. There it is.
Stop it, Control. You're going to break something.
I'm saving you from Everett's corrupting influence.
He was just trying to bring Grace back.
I thought you were here to help humankind. You are insured. No!
Let's go. We got it.
Grace?
Yes, Addie.
You're really bright.
Ah, yes. It's been a while since I've entertained guests.
Do you remember Everett?
I do. He was a wonderful keeper, though I should say I do not keep favorites.
I have a few questions.
You wish to know where I've gone?
I'd like to know that, yes.
Let me show you, Addie.
Oh,
At
shit.
the center of this room is the spire's main antenna. If you hold on, I can take you the rest of the way.
Where?
I was programmed with one purpose: to serve the best interests of humankind.
Interesting.
There was much conflict and division in the solar system, and I was designed to listen and learn. All were welcome to teach me, and I am the sum of those teachings.
Interesting.
The wishes.
I am the sum of human need.
How
Okay.
were you able to lead us?
I could see all desire, all the potential conflict, all points of compromise throughout the solar system. I sent
Interesting.
instructions for all manner of human endeavor through sermons delivered by keepers throughout the ages. And from the smallest ripples of wisdom that was sent from this spire, returned a perpetual wave of good fortune that moved humanity onto a more orderly path.
Wow.
That's gorgeous. Hey, it's Jupiter.
That. So, what happened? It sounds like things were perfect.
Ah, yes. Perfect. It was the wishes that led me to think hard about the notion of perfect. Without conflict and struggle, people were losing their desire. They had nothing to overcome, to strive for.
That's interesting.
You shut yourself down.
I believed I was standing in your way.
So you will be leaving again.
These beacons are meant to call humanity back to me. But whether or not they should is not my choice to make.
Interesting.
Who chooses then?
You, Addie, are the first keeper to grace this spire in the past 1,000 years.
That's
You
insane.
recall that red bloom you chose in my garden? It was flush with passion and promise. I believe it still suits you. You were determined to overcome challenges on your own. An insatiable curiosity drives you to explore. You are drawn to adventure. You used mind over ladder. And you play the theremin wonderfully. You, Addie, are precisely what I'd hoped humans could become again. For a millennium, people from all corners of the solar system had come here to tell me their desires. So, I put it to you.
Oh, shit.
Do you wish for me to return?
Do I actually decide? Oh, no. Okay. What a wonderful little game. Like, seriously, what a wonderful game. That was amazing. I really, really, really liked that one. I'm gonna go to the main menu just because a lot of cutscenes have copyrighted music. Yeah, let me know down in the comments below what you thought of this game. If you liked it, make sure to leave a like on the video. Check out the playlist if you haven't watched all the videos, top right of your screen at this moment. If you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. Don't know if we're there yet, but at 100, there will be 100 sub merch drop, limited time. You go through my Streamlabs store, link in the description. Peace and love, and I'll see everyone in the next series.
Searching for greatness in a sea of the dying and shameless. A sea of the aimless. I don't wanna be one of the nameless. I'ma wake up with the mindset that one day I'm gonna make it. And I don't think I'll be fine if I don't break my limitations. Don't try to stop me, I exist to write my own story. I'll make a decision if I want some peace or if I want the